What's going on, everybody? I'm back with a summer update for lots of stuff going on, stuff that happened in the channel, stuff that's going to be happening in the near future, and stuff I'm working on, what I'm playing lately, what I've been up to just in general, and that's pretty much it. So we're gonna start it off right off the bat, talking about just life. So recently my second daughter was born back in late June, right around the same time frame as my other daughter's birthday. And you know, it's been a challenge. It has. For those of you who have kids, you know how tough it is when you've got one, and especially like toddler age, and then you decide to have another. So it has been definitely an uphill battle trying to carve out some time where I can do stuff like this, where I can work on videos, where I can work on content. And it's been a challenge for sure. And plus get some me time too in there in terms of, you know, actually playing games that I want to play that I'm not planning on reviewing. So, yeah. But I've been working tough, working hard on a lot of different stuff. First off, I wanted to mention something because it's come up in a couple different conversations, and I'm like, wait, really? You guys seriously didn't know this? I have a Discord. Yes. So my Discord is in my, if you go to my profile here on YouTube and you look at like the links section, there's all my different links, my Patreon, my Discord, my Twitter, all that stuff. So if you are like, wait a minute, you got a Discord? Yes, I do. And the Discord is 18 plus, so please be 18 or up, preferably. And the Discord is cool because it allows people to, it doesn't cost anything to join, totally free. And we talk about everything, man. We talk about life, we talk about games, we talk about stuff happening on the internet. There's a pet chat where you can post pictures of your pets. There's a waifu husbando section where you can post, you know, somewhat tasteful pictures of either ladies or gentlemen, depending on what you're into. So, you know, like anime style pictures, you know, game characters, that sort of thing. There's a cosplay section. There's a JAV section. There's you know, lots of different wacky stuff. So for those of you who know me and know my taste, know what I'm into, and know the games I like and the music I like, there's a music chat section in there. There's a TV movie section. So there's a lot of really cool stuff. I don't advertise it that often. But then I'll have a conversation with somebody and be like, oh yeah, we talked about that in my Discord. And they're like, you got a Discord? So follow the link, it's down below. I'll paste it special in there for the description, and you can go from there. Again, no obligation to join, no cost affiliated with it. It's just, you know, and we do cool stuff like we stream anime on certain Mondays. We call it Anna Mondays, and anybody can watch it. Doesn't cost you anything. We do Patreon exclusive streams, so if you are a patron on the channel, you can watch me play like retro stuff, you know, NES, Super NES, TurboGrafx 16, you know, Genesis, that sort of stuff. And then of course we do a stream every or certain Mondays here, which I just did one, you know, recently. You know, I was doing one. Right now, I'm recording on Monday night or late Monday night, right after my stream, or shortly after my stream ended. Had to take care of the kiddo, so I couldn't jump back into the stream. So that is the news and the haps regarding Discord. So go check it out if you're interested. If not, no harm, no foul. Anyways, moving on. So I spent a lot of time working on a review for Star Fox Assault. I have been working on that review for probably 3 months in terms of just dedicated off and on work. However, the idea that I had for the skits and all the jokes and stuff like that, I had been piecing that stuff together since probably about 2017, I want to say. So it's been in my mind, and it's one of those things I'm gonna get to it, I'm gonna get to it. And I finally sat down and did it. The review's out. I'm very, very happy with it, and it's got a pretty good reaction from the people that watched it. People seem to like it. Definitely my longest review. In fact, it was so long it turned into a retrospective review, kind of like a looking back at the Star Fox series, how we got to the point of Assault and beyond, and touched on that. So I was pretty happy with the way it turned out, and I think you guys will dig it. So link somewhere, either on the screen or down below for that. I am working on a new review, and I don't have anything finalized as of yet. I kind of changed how I go about reviewing stuff. I get an idea and I try to pursue it, and if it works, cool. If it doesn't work, I'm not going to try to force it down my own throat to make it happen. It's more frustrating to me to try to do something like that. I don't mind deadlines, but like life, this is a hobby for me, so life gets crazy and in the way, and I may not want to spend 30 hours or 40, 50, 60 hours on a review that might not even be that good or do that well. So when I come across stuff like this, when it pops up, I'm like, all right, just move on to the next thing. Like, try to find something else you want to work on. So I've done just that. So I'm working on a new review, and I've got another big review planned for Halloween, which I'm working on as well. That's in the very early stages. It's going to involve costumes, props. I've got the ideas for the skits, and I'm really excited to implement them. It's unlike anything I've ever done for a review, and it is inspired by something I recently came across. So we'll see how it turns out. But I've got some really unique and fun ideas. I'm calling it a post review because it's unlike anything I think that's on YouTube, in my opinion. But maybe I'm wrong. I think it was Game Dave released something that was kind of in this vein in terms of the like post review. But other than that, I can't. It's not anything to do with anything he did. It's more taking an influence of something that I saw that I'm like, that's really cool. I'd love to do something similar to that. And then I was working on this review and the ideas for the skits, and I was like, that would be brilliant if I combined those two ideas to put it out there. I think it would be like really great comedic genius. So that is something that I'm working on. I've also got another review planned for the end of the year, as well as a Patreon request. So one of the tiers two of the different tiers that I have for Patreon. One is a mini tier, like a mini review tier, where you pay a certain amount and you tell me what game you want me to review, as long as I own it, or if I don't own it, I'll buy it or whatever, as long as it's fairly inexpensive, or I can get it, play it in some way, shape, or form where it's not going to break the bank too much. So I have that, and then I have and that's a mini review, so that's no skits, just stuff, just the review. And then there's one that is the full review, which I've done one of those already, and was really happy with the results. That was the WWF WrestleMania, the arcade game, where I actually went to a wrestling match and filmed there, and that was a lot of fun. In my opinion, a very underrated review that I've done. So go check that out. Link down below if you want to see that review. It's for the WWF WrestleMania, the arcade game for PS1. And so it's going to be similar to that in the sense that it'll be a full review, but it will. I don't know how we're going to go about doing the skits for this one. So we'll see. That's going to be an NES game. It's actually a game that I've been wanting to review for a really long time as well. So it kind of worked out where this person suggested it, one of my patrons, and I was like, you know what? That's perfect. I've been wanting to review that, so great. So that's coming hopefully before the end of the year. So I've got I'd say about 4 more reviews that I'd like to put out. One in probably late August, early September, and then the other in October at some point. The NES review will be coming out sometime in November, most likely, fingers crossed. And then December, I hope to also put out a review of some sort. I've got a few ideas, and then when we turn the corner for 2022, I will be celebrating my 10th year of Dude, You Haven't Played This Game. So yeah, 10 years doing this show. Pretty crazy. Time flies when you're having fun, I guess. And so that's what's going on with Dude, You Haven't Played This Game. Most of this has already been divulged to patrons, aside from the fact that they don't probably know what game I'm working on next for an upcoming review. What else? Gaming and Linguistics is coming back. I've got an episode written, and it's tough because I really couldn't find any actual gameplay or trailer or commercial examples of how to pronounce this game series, but I did still do my digging, my usual digging, to try to find out exactly what is going on with it as far as how to pronounce it. So that's coming. There's another gaming linguistics project that I'm working on, which is going to be pretty fun. I'm still trying to piece it together, but it's going to be either 5 or 6 or 3. I'm not sure what. Maybe 4. I got to figure out how many. But it's games that I refuse to pronounce correctly. So it's kind of a reverse of gaming linguistics, so to speak. So that is coming in the future. When, I don't know. But this other one is going to be hopefully within the next week or two. This other gaming linguistics. Noob Repair is kind of on hold at this point. I don't have any new content planned or anything. Feel free to reach out and post a comment down below for something that you would suggest that you'd like to see. The only thing with Noob Repair is no soldering involved. There was one idea that I had, but a lot of people have done it, and on top of that, it would cost a lot to get going because I'd have to buy, it'd be a system modification. So I'd have to buy the system, I'd have to buy the mod, I'd have to film it and everything. So it would have cost a lot for, and the money that I could have been using elsewhere for reviews or paying other people that I'm working with on reviews and title cards, all that stuff. It could have went to something else. So that's that, gaming linguistics, Noob Repair, etc. There's an unboxing video that I've got filmed. It's done. Just needs to be edited. I've just been trying to struggle with finding time to do that. The big thing was pushing out that review, getting it done. And now that the Star Fox Assault review is done, I feel like my world has opened up and I can pursue other stuff. As far as, speaking of which, I recently did on Same Game, Different Name, I believe is the name of his show. Joe reached out to me and was like, hey, can you do a line for me for my Metal Slug review? I said, yeah, sure. I'm always up for doing that sort of thing. So if you need a voice, as long as you credit me, I'm good with that. So reach out to me for your projects, as long as it's a project that isn't like messed up or there's something I disagree with or that I personally clash with. I'll be glad to help you out. And so that's that. So go check out that link down below for the Metal Slug review that he did. What have I been playing? Well, I have been playing this, Cotton Reboot. I just got this fairly recently, played through it once, just played through it on the stream a little bit, or played not through it on the stream, but played that. Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition I'm still working on. I've got maybe 25-30 hours in and having a blast with it. It's great. Other than that, I really haven't been playing that much. Oh, Dadish. If you haven't played Dadish, go get it. It's awesome. It's a action platformer game, mostly like Mario type stuff, very influenced by Mario, Kirby, etc. And it's a riot. It is so funny. Lots of dad jokes, lots of just goofy nonsensical humor, you know, non sequiturs, absurdist humor, which is my jam. So go check that out. It's on Switch digitally, Dadish 1 and Dadish 2, both games. I got them on sale for $2 each. I think the sale has ended. They're back up to $9.99. I would pay $9.99 for these. They're that good. So go check out Dadish. A lot of fun. Highly recommended. I played through the whole thing. I got to go back and get some of the stars because there's like stars that you can get. It's very simplistic and very easy, but also very challenging, especially in the later levels. So if you like those types of action, puzzle, platform type games, I think you'll really dig this. It reminded me of like a more simplistic Meat Boy, Super Meat Boy a little bit. Kind of like combined with Mario and Kirby. So that's that. I don't really have much else to say regarding this update. So look for new content in the future. Thanks so much for all your support and for coming back time after time to check out the channel. I really appreciate it. Again, links down below for that Discord if you want to join it. And that's it. I'll see you guys later.